¿Qué onda, raza? I wanna share my opinion about the anime Vinland Saga. I will say that the issue presented in this anime hits really close to me. But first, I'm going to make a review of the season to both provide some context and talk about the details I noticed. Vinland sets up its world on various Icelandic sagas, which come from the 11th century. In this world, Vikings, raids, kings, and the fight against imperialism and religion are everyday situations, because there is an ongoing conflict and wars between several settlements from several different cultures. We follow Thorfinn, who is presented as a toddler. His traits were those of determination, courage, hope, naiveness, and strong-headed. Early in the anime, his father Thors gets killed by a group of mercenaries. This sets up Thorfinn to be even more stubborn, more naive, and more determined, with a dash of extra naiveness. I have to talk about Thors because he is the reason this story even begins. Thors had a philosophy on what being a true warrior means. He thought that a true warrior doesn't need a sword to fight, which leads me to believe that a true warrior resolves things with just words. I think Thors became a true warrior when he accepted his sacrifice for the life of his son. Even he fought a last sword combat, he refused to kill any mercenary and paid the ultimate cost for a life that he cared about. Thors had a complex and rich character, a truly good example some should learn on how to write a character. Then we have Askeladd, the leader of the mercenaries who recognized the value of Thors as a warrior, so much to ask him to be his leader. Askeladd at the beginning seems like a shield guy. Many of the things he seems to care about are just material things. Askeladd enslaves Thorfinn, but just with the purpose of taking care of him. After a while, we get to see how they uncover all of Askeladd's attributes. Smart, charismatic, a tactician, a great warrior, and honorable. He cares more about Thorfinn than he lets him see. The first opening is plain Japanese post-hardcore. I'm not so much into it, but I wouldn't call it ugly. I would have expected better, maybe a more instrumental approach for the thematic of the anime, something that relates with Nordic culture. The soundtrack used in the scenes is merely instrumental. I just have to say that it is as well placed as it can possibly be. Haven't found a mistake on the songs yet. I need to talk about the grown-up, 17 years old version of Thor, which is several years later of being enslaved. Thorfinn learned how to fight in order to survive. And not only that, he has been training and raiding along the mercenaries in order to become better, to kill Askeladd. We see several situations where he gets to do his first everything, and it is terrifying to see a child go so fast in his path to killing someone. Thorfinn's actual traits are those of being courageous, determined, and even more stubborn and more naive than before. And that makes me question, did he learn anything about the death of his father? Fuck no. Did he hear his father while explaining to him his philosophy? Fuck no. Has he been hearing anything Askeladd is trying to teach him? You fucking wish. I get that Thorfinn was 6 years old when his father died, but the only reason Thorfinn, who now is 17, is still alive is to kill Askeladd in order to avenge his father. I think that by now, isn't going to make a difference. Thorfinn abandoned whatever his father told him, even to the point of him becoming a mercenary for the mercenaries, just to pursue a false solution to the death of Thors. And you wanna know something? I was like that, being a kid or a teenager who often thinks everybody but me is wrong on the issues belonging to me, just because they are not the ones living in my exact position. There was no useful message someone could have told me, because they weren't living my own life. That was my way of thinking. I changed myself in that matter a long time ago. Even if I get it, many of us were as naive as Thorfinn. The only thing left for me to say is, when did you stop being naive? Subscribe if you want. I'm gonna keep myself doing these videos. I am having a lot of fun doing them. Thank you for giving me your time.